that Dave cooks the turkey.
For the times you know you sat in your cars to hear him finish one more Dave and Morley yarn.
Morley reached out and she touched his elbow and she said, on Christmas Day, after we've opened the presents, I want to take the kids to work at the food bank, and I want you to look after the turkey. I can do that, said Dave.
For all those days you just stood in the kitchen, lost in the vinyl cafe, take a moment to step back into that space.
And he got a ladle of the turkey gravy and he ran around the house smearing gravy on the light bulbs. The house smelled just like Christmas dinner.
A storyteller so distinct, the best one to poke fun at Stuart McLean was always Stuart himself.
There's hockey night in Canada.
Dragging out the tail, just part of the charm.
Kessel wires the puck to Phaneuf. That pass was crisper than an Okanagan apple. Phaneuf lets it fly from the blue line. The puck floats toward the top corner the way the wind catches a kite on the first day of summer. Up, ding, it rang off the post like an old-fashioned telephone. It rang like a dinner bell. Dinner bell that might call the farmhands in from the field. Well, everyone heard it, except for Dave, of course. Dave was out buying Morley a hot chocolate. Morley has an uncanny ability to send Dave out for hot chocolate just in time for him to miss things like that.
Not many others could weave a 9-minute wonder out of the story of a shriveled carrot he left sitting on his desk.
Now I thought if this poor little mummified carrot's life had any meaning, it was to tell me that it was high time for me to get aboard the water wagon.
Forgive the flashing forward to how he ended this story. Stuart McLean, now overly hydrated, on a highway with no exit in sight.
I looked at the 8 lanes of traffic whizzing around me, at the concrete retaining walls, the narrow shoulders, and I realized I was in serious trouble. So have you ever tried to cross your legs while you're driving a car?
A lover of great stories who didn't just offer them, he attracted them. He made it seem so simple. Set up a table, a microphone, and just listen.
We teach our children not to talk to strangers. It is, thankfully, a rule we don't much follow. We like to talk to each other, us strangers. And somehow, when we're thrown together on planes or trains or ferry boats, we find it easier than usual to do that.
Stuart McLean did this 20 years ago on a ferry in BC.
For a while, in England, I worked for Playboy. I was a Playboy Bunny. And
wait a minute. You were a Playboy Bunny?
That was in London, yes.
What was that like?
It was interesting. I mean, you met so many, Marlon Brando, Omar Sharif, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr.
Did you have to sleep with Hugh Hefner?
No, I didn't have to, no.
Tell me some of your other wishes.
I want $1 billion.
Uh-huh.
I want to see my dad more.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to meet my grandpa who died before I was born.
Uh-huh.
And I want to make a lot more friends.
What makes a friend? What makes a friend for you?
Just when I meet someone, they just be nice to me. And then my first friend was probably Matthew Mell. I met him in preschool.
Well, it was during Second World War. It was exciting. I mean, bad and sad. I was in a camp for a year and came out of it luckily. It was only 74 pounds when I came out and survived.
You were in the camp during the war?
Yes.
Which one?
It was Camp Rottgau.
And what was it like there?
Terrible. Cold, miserable.
Did you used to dream of escaping?
Oh yes, we did escape. One night we were all taken out of the camp and we had to go because they were afraid of us. You wouldn't say so because we had no arms or nothing, but as the Allies came closer, if we would have been liberated by the Americans in Dieburg, I would have cut a few throats.
Stuart McLean just tapped into a desire in this fast universe to simply slow it down. For him, turn on your radios, download those archives. It's all that's left.
That was really fun, everybody. Thanks for coming and thanks for your joy.